Today's movie, friends, is a personal favorite, but before I begin, I need to make one disclaimer. Those of you with long memories will remember that every year I tried to honor veterans in both May and November with a film suitable, like The Steel Helmet last year, had the Glenn Miller story the year before that, and many, many others. Now, this year, because of the interest of time and one fewer film because we don't do January anymore, I'm compelled to slow down a little bit on the veterans movies. So we will always have one during a year, during a season, September to May, that directly salutes veterans. That was the Steel Helmet last time. Now we're on this particular movie, which certainly does not salute veterans. It's The Spiral Staircase. It is not a veterans movie because I really have best room for one only, so please accept my apologies, veterans. Nevertheless, we'll do a standing tribute in this shortened way. Will all those who ever served their country, male or female, in the armed services of any branch, in any war or any job, please stand up and be recognized. Thank you very much. I'm sure that was heartwarming. I'm sorry I wasn't here to see it. Let me add my thanks and respect to all the others that have been given so graciously today, as you gave so graciously in the past. Now, my friends, we're at that point where we need to talk about one of my favorite mysteries on everybody's top 10 list, The Spiral Staircase, which came to us in 1946, I believe, with Ethel Barrymore, the great actress, in a supporting role, for which she received an Oscar nomination for this picture. Also starring George Brent and the incomparable Dorothy McGuire, who stars as a mute lady named Helen, who is a victim of a stalker who has already killed, I believe, 3 people in this little American quaint 19th century Victorian community. Is on the loose. Last one he killed was a lady killed brazenly upstairs in her room. She was a maid who had a limp. She had a limp. So we quickly discover the modus operandi of the killers is to come after the limp, lame, unfaithful, whatever, people who have a tragic flaw. And he decides, we never see him till the end, correctly and fairly, but it's not revealed till the very end. This is a person who it is a man who must watch. He must watch all the time for his opportunity to halt a crippled girl, or in this case, his next victim is Helen, the mute girl, played by Dorothy McGuire. Dorothy McGuire plays this role in complete silence. She's a mute, not deaf, but a mute. She can do sign language. She cannot speak. She speaks the last 5 or 6 lines of the movie when that problem is resolved by shock. She is filmed in they used to have a little phone room, and a phone room like a confession booth, where she's telling what happened pretty soon and who the murderer was, where Ethel Barrymore has just had to help her at last the best way she could to help stave off the murderer a little while, and where everything has finally come out right. And Mr. Siodmak used to say, the director, what you want to give them, folks, is an introduction they can really get introduced to and enjoy the movie. A miraculous scene or two in the middle of great terror, and finally a solution and a conclusion that will leave them going home talking to their friends about it, because that's where you hit them with the old wowsy Hollywood finish, as in A Spiral Staircase. Please enjoy.